After 7 sensational years at Liverpool, it looks as if Mo Salah's star is finally starting to fade. And it's becoming increasingly likely that he'll head off to Saudi and out of the Premier League altogether in the summer. But during his spell at Anfield, I believe he could very well have been the best wide attacking player in the world. And if, like me, you like to have cold, hard facts to back up your footballing arguments, keep watching, because I've broken down the stats and compared Mo Salah's numbers with the best attacking wide players in the world since 2017, the year he joined Liverpool. Some of what I found will really surprise you, and for one player in particular, I think you'll be as shocked as I was when his numbers are revealed. He's played 20 games, he scored 1 goal and got 2 assists. That just isn't good enough. So, let's get into it. There are plenty of wide players across Europe who play with style, play with flair, play with panache, who catch the eye. But what separates the best from the rest are wide players that help to win football matches by providing goals and assists. With effectiveness being the name of the game, here's the method I've used to discover who the best wide player in the world has been since 2017. Goals plus assists equals total contributions. That number is then divided against the number of games played to give a percentage showing how effective that player has been in that scenario. Using Real Madrid's flying Brazilian winger Rodrygo as an example, you can see that in La Liga since 2017, he's played 138 games and has 51 total contributions. That makes him 36% effective in domestic football. That method is then reapplied across the 4 categories shown here on screen. Once each effective percentage has been calculated in each category, we add those together, then divide by 4 to get their overall effective percentage. The player that finishes with the highest percentage means they've been the most effective, which by extension means they've been the best wide attacking player in the world since 2017. I think that Mo Salah is in with a great shout of coming out on top of the pile and being proven the best of the lot. So without further ado, let's find out. So let's start with the Premier League and see if Salah is superior to his rivals there. Since joining Liverpool in 2017, Salah has played 248 league games, scoring 155 goals and providing 68 assists. Therefore, Salah's total contributions across those games comes in at an astonishing 223. Boom. Bukayo Saka has played less games due to his age, but his record in the Premier League reads 168 games with an impressive 47 goals scored and 35 assists provided, giving him a total of 82 contributions. And Riyad Mahrez' overall domestic record since 2017 reads 181 games with 55 goals and 48 assists. If we reveal their final scores, we can see that Salah is in a different league to these guys with an effective percentage of 90%. Next, we go to the performances against the biggest rivals in the league. Mo Salah has played 39 games against Man City, Man United and Arsenal, scoring 25 goals and providing 9 assists, giving him 34 total contributions. Saka has played 23 games against Man City, Man United and Liverpool and has scored 8 goals and provided 2 assists, giving him 10 overall contributions. And in Mahrez's case, against the big teams in the Prem, his record stands at 34 matches played but only 6 goals and 8 assists, giving him 14 contributions in total. When we reveal their final scores, you can see that Salah is again streets ahead of these elite players with an effective percentage in the big domestic games of 87%. Saka and Mahrez are way down on 43 and 38% respectively. You can see straight away that, although Saka and Mahrez have really good numbers, Salah has been over 2 times more effective in his big Premier League matches, which is truly incredible. So as you can see, domestically Salah blows these 2 guys away. But how do they fare in terms of their Champions League numbers? Salah has played 64 games in the Champions League, scoring an astonishing 41 goals and providing 14 assists, giving him 55 overall contributions. Now obviously Saka's sample size here is quite small due to him only starting to play in the competition this season, and it does skew the numbers a little bit. But credit where credit's due to the young Arsenal winger. He's played 8 games, providing 4 goals and 4 assists. That gives him an effective percentage of 100%. In comparison, Riyad Mahrez has played a total of 46 games, scoring 16 goals and providing 14 assists. That gives him 30 overall contributions and a percentage of 65%. That's pretty decent. Against the big teams, so in Salah's case, Man City, Real Madrid, PSG, Bayern and Atletico Madrid, he's played 18 games, scoring 7 goals and providing 3 assists. Saka has played twice against Bayern Munich, scoring in 1 leg of the quarter-final tie, so 50%. And finally, Riyad Mahrez has played PSG, Atletico Madrid, Dortmund, Real Madrid and Bayern a combined number of 18 times, scoring 5 goals and providing 2 assists. So look, Saka and Mahrez's numbers here are pretty decent, like really decent in fact. But as you can see from the final percentages, Salah is again superior, coming in with 55%. So if we put their final percentages on screen here, you can see that Mo Salah is by far and away the best of the three with an overall effective percentage of 80%. I also ran Heung Min Son's numbers, another of the Premier League's great wide men, but even he can't live with Salah, with his overall percentage coming in at 59%, which is way down on Salah's incredible 80% effectiveness. So with the margin of these percentages, it's pretty obvious to see that Salah has been the best wide attacker in the Premier League by an absolute country mile.
The guy's a magician.
So now it's time to move on to the real big boys, Europe's elite. Undoubtedly two of Europe's biggest stars, past and present, World Cup and Champions League winner Angel Di Maria and Real Madrid maestro Vinicius Jr would surely provide a stiffer test for Mo Salah. Let's find out. So you can see from the numbers here that Vinicius Jr has a total of 83 contributions in 170 La Liga games. Di Maria has 117 contributions in 189 matches, meaning that of the three players, Vini Jr is, by some distance, the least effective in domestic competition. I mean, that's surprising for a player of his reputation, considering he's widely touted as one of the world's best. Now, if you were surprised by Vini Jr.'s overall domestic numbers, here comes a real shocker. In games against the biggest teams in his league, so in Vini Jr.'s case, basically Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, he scored 1 goal and provided 2 assists in 20 games.
Are you serious?
Now, I'm not being funny, that's not good enough. Just to add a little bit of context here, Jude Bellingham's overall domestic record in his first season reached 25 games with 17 goals and 4 assists. That's 84% effective. Then in games against the big teams, Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, he's got 3 goals in 4 games, 75% effective. He's already matched Vini Jr.'s overall contributions in the Prestige games in 16 matches less. Di Maria performs well against the big team, so in his case it would be against Marseille, Lyon, Inter and AC Milan, having been at PSG in 2017, then moving to Juventus at the tail end of his top level career. So he's played 17 matches against those guys, he scored 5 goals and provided 7 assists, giving him a remarkable 71% effective rate. I mean, these are truly elite numbers, outperforming Vinicius Jr by nearly 60%, but they're still way short of Mo Salah. Now, if after seeing those domestic numbers you were starting to think that Vinicius Jr was an absolute fraud, well, you'll be pleased to know that his performance is immeasurably better in the Champions League.
Thank you.
As you can see here, he's got a really good overall record with 54 games played, 20 goals and 22 assists. Angel Di Maria also hits big numbers in the Champions League with 52 games played since 2017, scoring a decent 12 goals and providing 23 assists. Now, be under no illusions here, these sorts of numbers are absolutely superb and they're only really achieved by top level elite players. But yet again, Salah's incredible 85% effectiveness rate blows the other two away. I think we're starting to see now just how incredible Mo Salah's been over the last 7 seasons. In the big Champions League games, the percentages are much closer, with Vinicius Jr outperforming Mo Salah by over 20%. He also scored the winner, ironically, against Salah's Liverpool in the final in 2022. Now, here comes another surprise, because Angel Di Maria's numbers in this category are pretty poor actually, with only 2 goals and 2 assists in 18 games against prestige opposition. I mean, although this demonstrates that for a player of Di Maria's calibre, that return is pretty
Shit.
it also kind of emphasises the fact of just how good Salah and Vinicius Jr are in the Champions League stage. When you look at the overall percentages, again, Salah is levels above these guys, and I think we can safely say that we've proved that at his peak, Salah was truly one of the world's great wide players. So, Mo Salah has safely conquered Europe's elite and his rivals in his domestic league, but now you step into the Lions' Den, the world-class bracket where only the true greats belong. If my assertion that Mo Salah has been the best wide attacking player in the world since 2017 is to be proved correct, there's only 2 men left to beat: the French king, Kylian Mbappe, and the GOAT himself, Lionel Messi. Now, as soon as I started to look at these guys' numbers, it became apparent very quickly that I was dealing with completely different animals. You've already seen how far superior Mo Salah's numbers are to other world stars like Vini Jr and Heung Min Son. But if you thought Salah's scores were unassailable, think again, because these two guys take these numbers to a whole new level. So, we know that Mo Salah has a 90% effective percentage in the league since 2017. But if you thought that was good, have a look at this. Domestically, Kylian Mbappe has played 274 games since 2017, scoring, wait for it, 227 goals and providing 101 assists.
Jesus fucking Christ!
That is an effective percentage of 119%. Now, say what you want about the quality of the French league, but those numbers are nothing short of mind-blowing. So 119% effective can't be beaten, right?
Wrong.
Domestically, Messi played 196 games since 2017, and that's not including his time at Inter Miami, this is just his time in Europe. Scoring 147 goals and providing 92 assists. That's a hit rate of 121%. Wow! 121%. I mean, GOAT numbers indeed. Amazingly, Mo Salah is a distant third with 90%. In games against the big teams, so in Mbappe's case against Marseille and Olympique Lyon, he's played 24 games, scoring 18 times and providing 4 assists. That's an effective percentage of 92%. Again, these numbers are mind-boggling, and even Salah's impressive 87% doesn't quite match up to Mbappe, although arguably he's doing it against better opposition. So, with Salah hitting 87%, Mbappe hitting low 90s in this category, surely the GOAT, Lionel Messi, is going to be hitting low 90s, maybe even 100 plus. But this came as a massive surprise to me. So in big domestic games since 2017, so against Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid, and then from his time at PSG against Marseille and Olympique Lyon, he played 22 times, but he scored just 8 goals and provided 5 assists. Now, that's a total of 13 contributions, which gives him an effective percentage of just 59%. Now, that's way lower than Salah, way lower than Mbappe, but also lower than Di Maria and also lower than Sonny. So, massive surprise there. And so we're into the very final round now. Mbappe clearly has the edge, but maybe Salah and Messi can claim the title of world's best with their Champions League numbers. Lionel Messi played 48 times in 2017 in the Champions League, scoring a remarkable 35 goals and registering 15 assists. That's 50 contributions in 48 games, making him 104% effective in the Champions League. But the French king Kylian Mbappe has played 63 games in the Champions League since 2017, scoring 42 goals and providing 26 assists. He's 107%, yes, 107% effective in the Champions League. Absolutely incredible. I mean, we've already established from the numbers we presented so far that Mo Salah is world class, he's elite, he's a top player. But it's becoming clear that he's a distant third to these two absolute monsters, even against the big teams in the Champions League. So in Mbappe's case, against Man City, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern, Liverpool and Juventus, he's played 22 games and scored 17 times with 3 assists. That's a hit rate of 91%, and frankly, he absolutely blows Mo Salah out of the water on this one. Now, these Mbappe numbers are nothing short of mind-blowing, and Messi had already turned 30 by 2017. Let's not forget, this guy made his Barcelona debut in 2003, so the fact that he's even still going strong in 2017 is just a testament to his professionalism and to his greatness. But can the old master prove that he was still the world's most effective attacking wide player in 2017 and onwards, even in the twilight of his career in Europe? Unfortunately, not quite. He played 18 games against prestige opposition from 2017 onwards, scoring 13 goals and providing 2 assists, giving total contributions of 15 and an effective percentage of 83%. Now, he's touching Mbappe there, and let's remember, this guy's already in his 30s, his prime years are past him, so that achievement is remarkable. But from 2017 onwards, Mbappe clearly is the king. And so, Kylian Mbappe, take a bow, son. We can see here that the French superstar has been the best wide attacking player on the planet since 2017, with Messi coming in second on an outrageous 92% overall effective percentage, and Mo Salah third with a more than respectable 80%. And so, rather than watch a fading Salah's last few games in a Liverpool shirt with a heavy heart, let's all just remember what an incredible player he was during his time at the Reds and the incredible heights he reached at his peak. He's a bona fide Premier League legend and superstar. He's one of Liverpool's greatest ever players, and the Premier League is going to be much worse off without him. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Please like, please subscribe, drop your opinions in the comment section below, and I'll see you on the next one.